Hey, it's Necktie. Welcome to episode 51 of Road to 5 Million. And in this episode, we're headed to Anchorage, Alaska. You heard that correctly. Let's get into it and I'll explain. See, it even says right up here from Lewiston, Idaho to Anchorage. Some of you may be wondering if you follow me on social media and you'd be like, but Necktie, you said you were taking a load of coils to Port Angeles, Washington. You would be correct. And then this morning, I decided to try some things on my main profile. And then when I came to this profile to sit down and record, for some reason it said a game change was detected. And it put me back in Tucson. So then I said, all right, fine. Let's do the same shit I did to my main profile to this profile. And that was, I added two things. So I already had the Montana expansion, right? And then the Reforma, which adds this Mexico part. I also added ProMods Canada, which adds this little part of British Columbia. I added the mod that connects ProMods to Alaska so we can drive that. And then here's the cool part. This Alaska map, I believe is called North to Alaska. It's AlaskaMod.com. It's $20 for the Alaska map. But as you can see, it will take you all the way to Prudhoe Bay. And I've already watched videos, and apparently once you get to Fairbanks, shit changes real quick, weather-wise. Fog, blowing snow, that sort of thing. And it's actually going up through here is about as close as you get to real ice road trucking, I guess. Anyway, that being said, when I told management about my purchase, she was basically like, so we're going to Alaska? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, we are. That's exactly where we're going. Luckily, there's a load coming out of Cargill. So we delivered at Metal West, a load coming out of Cargill, going to Anchorage. That being said, I have no idea where we're going to get in this episode because if you can see in the upper right hand corner, the run over to the ferry here is 10 hours and 10 minutes. And then the ferry ride up. And then I don't know how long that is. Anyway, total trip time is 17 hours. We have 33 hours to do it. I need to sleep in 13:43. I've never done this before. I do not know what happens once we get on this ferry. I don't know if that counts as us sleeping, because one would assume you could sleep your ass off on that ferry ride, right? So I don't know. We're testing things, I guess, for me. So with that being said, how about I shut my pothole and we get into it, huh? I did some other testing today too. You guys can't see it. I don't know why that is. Anyway, for me in the upper left-hand corner, I have my frames per second playing because I turned on my Steam overlay to check some stuff today, and I find it quite interesting. Like I'm getting 145 frames right now, 139, 141 in this view. If I didn't have OBS open and recording, they'd be like 30 frames more. So I found that interesting, that just having OBS open. Actually, I wasn't even recording at the time. I just had OBS open and I lost like 30 frames per second. Just kind of different, you know, gee whiz shit, I guess. Yeah, so we have this 53-foot van trailer. Let me pull up the load info before. Of used packaging. Taking it to BNSF in Anchorage. I'm not a rail guy by any stretch of the imagination. Some may not even say I'm an actual truck driver. Fair point. I mean, it is a fair point. Technically, I'm not, because my CDL expired, so I don't have one anymore. However, I don't think BNSF has a yard in Anchorage, do they? Again, I guess I could have looked that up before I started, but I didn't think about it, so maybe they do. All right, let's close it. Where am I going? I'm assuming, oh, I'm going straight. Got it. And per usual, I'm 2 days ahead, so this is my Sunday. It's been pretty relaxing.
100 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Actually, although, as I just thought about it, I didn't do some stuff I normally do on Sunday, but there's always tomorrow. Oh, I just realized I don't have my... There we go. And by saying I forgot to do stuff, I didn't vacuum and clean the floors, which...
Keep left. After 50 yards, go straight. Go straight.
I guess the world won't end. And even though it's 3 o'clock right now, or 3:15, I guess I could do it after this, but I probably won't. I'll just wait till tomorrow. I'm so glad I checked. Clearwater River. I also, this morning, when I put in the ProMods Canada, I can't remember what the name of the city was in Canada I went to, but holy shit.
Go straight.
I was only on pavement for maybe a quarter of that trip. The rest of it was a bumpy ass gravel road out to the middle of nowhere. Which took a long time. Because if I actually go above 30 miles an hour, the force feedback rumbles this rig so bad. But also, your truck is obviously bouncing up and down. I actually sped up to 45 at one part, and I hit a bump so bad that it damaged my truck 3%. because it bounced so bad, but it's pretty cool though, something different. And I also have no idea how fast kilometers per hour are because I'm used to freedom units. So I just kind of went with the flow of traffic when I was on the highway anyway. When I was on that gravel road, it was just me.
Keep left. After 50 yards, turn left. Turn left.
Huh. Oh, that doesn't continue that way. Okay. I was like, I'm sure we gotta stay on 12 West. And we do. Okay, Ty. Please tell me this is going down and not up. Okay, good. Thank you. Tugboat. Welcome to Washington.
Keep right.
Excuse me, sir, do you have a problem with your brakes, or what the hell are you doing here? Okay, well that cop just went around. So there's apparently an issue up here. What the hell's up with that? What the frick is going on? Okay, so they all got over in that lane for what reason?
Go straight.
Just to lose that lane up here. Okay, nice. That donut over here looks really good. Got sidetracked by the donut and forgot to shift at time. this traffic keeps up like this, I might have to friggin' sleep before we get to the damn ferry. Which I think would, I don't know, it says time remaining 31 hours and 52 minutes to get this load there without getting a penalty. So
After 100 yards, turn left.
but it also says the load has to be there Monday at 8:17 p.m. Alaska time, which, if memory serves me correctly, is an hour behind California. Basically an hour behind us right now.
Turn left.
So it would be 10:35 in Alaska. Don't hit that marker. Okay, thank you.
Straight.
I'm pretty sure that light doesn't get any more red, and CR England just said, F it, I'm going. Also, if anyone was wondering that watches my mirrors, I changed the draw distance down to medium, so that's why things pop in and pop out a lot sooner, if that makes sense if you watch them. Without OBS on, I used to have it set on ultra, and without OBS on, just by dropping it to medium would garner 10 to 15 more frames per second. Oh, that's why. Yeah, anyway, again, like right now I'm getting 75 to 80 in this view with this truck. I'm not hunting for frames by any means. I'm just trying to get shit nice and smooth is what I'm doing.
100 yards, turn left.
So like right now, some people would be freaking out like, oh, I'm only getting 75 frames per second. Well, that's... That's... Oh, I should almost start a crash counter. I really should, because I was thinking when she turned left and I was looking at other stuff. Oh, and then let's just let the clutch out truly. I'm honestly... Oh, well, my bad. I'm honestly surprised that that didn't damage my truck. Oh, good Lord. SCS needs to optimize. Now, granted, this game's 5 years old, and probably, like I've said before, runs on an old-ass engine. But now we're up to 130, 145. Damn near double what we had just in that little tiny town, right? So, I don't know. Again, I'm not a game developer, programmer. I know enough Python to get in trouble. I've noticed I do so good at shifting at the beginning of the episode, and then for some reason it just all goes to hell. Turn on headlights. Okay, there you go. Happy now? Freaking broad daylight. What the hell do I need my headlights on? I'm not oversized. I couldn't read that sign, it was going too fast. Yeah, so far the verdict on the whole mirror draw distance, I'm going back to Ultra because, number one, I think that looks like shit. I guess if I was just playing by myself, it'd be fine, but like that crap is disappearing too early for me. And I don't notice, I mean, I'm still seeing micro stutters and all that crap, so I don't think it has anything to do with the mirror draw distance. What I think it has to do with is, and this is something I haven't tried, and I probably won't try it, I could probably adjust my settings in OBS. I mean, I'm recording at 24,000 kilobits per second, which is YouTube recommended, which is actually kind of low, but that's what they recommend, so that's what I do. But my encoding is maxed out at high quality. So I bet you changing that down, I don't know. I think everything looks fine though, so I'm just gonna leave it. Because when it comes to the OBS settings, I really don't know enough about it.
Keep left.
And I had to watch about 45 different videos because every one you watch... As a matter of fact, there's one that just came out the other day by Hammer Dance. Seems like he puts one out every year on, you know, like the 2023 best recording settings for OBS. Like, oh, why? And then it seems to me like he'll put stuff in one video that contradicts the previous video and then not even really explain why he's changing. Yeah, so
Keep right.
I got my shit working and I think it looks good, so we're just gonna leave it. Now, one thing I haven't done is stream yet, which is a whole different ball of wax. Which I need to do one of these days. I was thinking about that last night when I could stream. Honestly, I could freaking stream it any damn time I wanted to. When it really comes down to it. I just don't want to be... I just don't want to fire up my stream and have, like, me on my phone being the only one that's watching, right? Or if my wife's home, have my... You know what I mean? It pains me when I see somebody that's doing that, right? But we all have to start somewhere. I get that. But that's also hard to do in my mind because then there's no interaction, right? And I mean, yes, I can talk to myself as I'm recording, and yes, I guess I could still talk like this playing a game, streaming. Depending on the game, right? For example, if I was streaming Farm Sim and I'm plowing a field, I took that way too fast. That's why I ended up over in this lane. But yeah, if I'm plowing a field, and I was thinking about this yesterday because I was plowing a field on Deer Creek, Ohio, which is the name of the map, Deer Creek, based in Ohio. And it's a 4-time map. So 4 times bigger than a regular standard size map. Fields are huge. I mean, there was the biggest field, which is by the main farm, which I don't own yet. I just own the main farm. I've done this map before or played on it before. And I set...
Keep right. After 50 yards, exit right ahead.
I use Courseplay.
Exit right ahead.
Especially for those big maps, you have to. And for those that don't know, Courseplay is basically just an automated...
Go straight.
It's a mod that allows you to use hired workers. You can use hired workers base game, but this allows you to create the course that you want them to run, right? So if you want them to do 2 headland passes and then start the center part of the field, you can do that, which is what you would do harvesting, or 3 headland passes, so there's room to turn. Or for, like, if you're plowing, cultivating, whatever, you may have them start in the center of the field first, and then, anyway, you don't have to do it. They do it. And I want to say that for field 1, which is, I think it's the biggest field on the map, it took almost 3.5, 4 hours real time to plow that field. Now, that being said, I also run the mod where I can go faster. I'm not, because in the game, for those that don't know, your tractors have a max speed, your implements have a max speed. For example, most plows, cultivators, whatever, harrows, whatever you want to call them, discs, I believe are max speed of 6 miles an hour, which makes sense because if you watch any farming YouTube videos, they aren't going, they aren't disking their field at, 15, 20 miles an hour. It's, it's not happening. Unrealistic.
Turn left.
But there's a mod that you can run that will allow you to adjust that speed. I think it's 5 miles faster than what base game is. But here's the other thing. I know how to go into the XML file and just change the damn speed. So I could make it 50 miles an hour if I wanted to. My tractor, and I don't get too outrageous though. I like to keep it somewhat semi-realistic, so that's just like I could go in and change the capacity of the harvester to, 5,000 bushels instead of like the base 740 that it normally, you know what I mean? Okay, what in the hell? Okay, well, first of all, you lost all of your RPMs doing that bullshit. I don't know why I'm having an issue today with the frickin' splitter. Like, anyway, so that being said, yes, tunnel, I got it. We'll even give you a 2 for, man, that rang out nice. That being said, back to streaming Farm Sim. It can get real damn boring. Like, what are you supposed to talk about, right? Of course, some people are like, well, you can talk about the same type of shit you talk about here. Well, the difference is I actually know some shit about trucking. Granted, not everything, obviously, as you can tell. But when it comes to farming, I know jack squat. Now, when I was younger, my grandparents owned a farm on both sides of the family. Actually, I think on my mom's side, they had already sold the farm and moved to town. But on my dad's side, it was still an active farm from what I remember. But I never drove a tractor. I never got out there, because by the time I was old enough to know anything about it, they were already out of it. So anything I know about farming is thanks to the Millennial Farmer, Larson Farms, Laura Farms, and Welker Farms. But I do know I like big equipment and big fields. I don't like small 3-meter plows and 3-meter shit. Like, no. I like the 40-foot wide shit where you can get a lot done in a short amount of time. Boy, was that an American statement or what? That being said, though, I can play in a smaller map where I can, and that's the other thing, when you're streaming, typically you want to have a lot to do, right? Because nobody's going to sit there if you're even if you're just streaming 2 hours, nobody's going to want to sit there and just watch you plow the whole 2 hours, right? That could be a whole different video that I said it that way. Anyway, focus. So that being said, it would make more sense to stream on a smaller map where the fields are smaller and you can get a lot more crap done in that amount of time. Now, I have seen streams and I've watched streams where they have taken 4 hours to do like 1 or 2 things. But what keeps that going is they also have like 120 viewers that are, you know, going back and forth in the chat sort of thing. So it just all depends. And that's the other thing I'm kind of terrified for, that if I do have people in there interacting like me, I mean, I don't have anybody to interact with right now, right? And you see the shit I run into. Can you imagine if I actually have to look up at my upper monitor to see a chat window or something like that? Of course, that may make for better content if I'm rolling tractors and shit in a field, but yeah, so anyway, wow, I managed to drag that conversation out, didn't I? That started with I don't know when I would stream. I'm almost thinking like a Saturday night, Sunday night thing may be good. I don't know, I guess I could try it out. The fact of the matter is I could freaking stream every night for a couple hours, right?
After 100 yards, turn right.
I can tell you what I won't do though. I won't be like some of these Call of Duty streamers on Twitch.
Turn right.
That stream for like 14 hours. Now, granted, most of them, that's their full-time job. I get it, but I got news for you. Even if it is my full-time job, I ain't streaming for 14 freaking hours. Now, most of those guys that stream for 14, 15 hours like that are also big enough to where they have their own editors, so they don't have to do any of that stuff, right? Even then, I still wouldn't stream for 14. That's just... that's not good for so many different reasons. Health-wise, especially.
Keep right. After
Well,
50
I'm
yards,
trying to,
exit
but
right ahead.
this dump truck seems to be having an issue.
Exit right ahead.
I also haven't... Sniper Elite 5 just had an update a couple days ago with a DLC. And since I bought the season pass, which I typically tend to do, there's another mission. So I need to do that yet too. I tried to play Call of Duty last night. Anyone want to take a guess on how long I lasted?
Exit right ahead.
If you said about 15 minutes, you'd be correct. Apparently the matchmaking algorithm for skill-based matchmaking was still pulling from the previous time I played stats, because the last couple of games I played the other day, I finished at the top of the leaderboard for the whole damn lobby and was just kicking ass. So now it has to put me back in my place, you know, and put me in matches that are half over with, and to where it's, you know, these people, you know, jumping around, bunny hopping around the freaking map and all this other stupid shit, and it's like, okay, whatever. So I just quit, because I knew it wasn't, you know. And then the other thing is, all of a sudden now you're spawning right in front of the enemy. So by the time you spawn in, you're already freaking dead because they shot you. You know, that type of shit. Fuck that. I'm tired of it. So I shut it off and booted up Farm Sim and started plowing a field. I guess I should, okay. I guess we're doing okay. Out of all the crap I'm looking at and not paying attention to, my time was one of them. But we have, okay. We have 3 hours and 10 minutes before we have to sleep.
Go straight.
And 48 minutes before we hit the ferry. So I think probably what's going to happen is we're going to hit the ferry, probably take a ferry ride, and then we'll finish this in the next episode. That's the game plan right now anyway. Okay, Ty, fucking move your splitter. Holy crap, idiot. And stay off the rumble strips so your whole freaking monitor doesn't start shaking.
After 100 yards, turn right. Turn right. After 100 yards, turn right. Turn right.
I have also never been to the ferry. Oh, I don't know what made me think of this, but I did notice, remember how, was it in the last episode, how I was driving along and I said it'd be cool if there were like elk or something that ran out in the, yeah, well, the ProMods Canada map has that. I mean, they're just like deer looking, you know. And they all ran out in a pack, which I guess isn't.
After 100 yards, turn right.
Okay, so this is going to be fun. Ferry traffic, next right. Tinkerbell. Right? Tinkerbell's a ferry? Anyway. Don't even go down that, Ty. Stop digging. Put the shovel down. I wonder if we have time to run over to Burger King before the ferry leaves.
Turn
I
right.
could go for a couple chicken sandwiches with cheese. Oh, now that lights. I know they're both open, but I'm gonna come over and talk to this guy. Should we roll down the window? Excuse me, sir, where am I supposed to go? Okay, thanks. Thanks for your help. That was... Okay. He is dancing like he had to go to the bathroom. I honestly don't know what I'm supposed to do here, so let me come out here. I mean, yes, I'm assuming we park on one of these spots. Okay, I guess we just bypass this. This is really confusing the way they have this. I mean, I get that the 2 lanes going out, but... Okay. I see what we're supposed to do. Apparently we're supposed to pull up here to where our parking thing is and check in. Oh, it's a boat anchor. How fancy. To view possible travel destinations. Okay. Oh, we can go more than one. Oh, Homer. Jesus. So where's the... Oh, I guess we have to... You know what's funny? So it's a 2-hour travel time. We have 2 hours and 6 minutes before we have to sleep. I think our original route had us going here. So, let's embark, I guess, and pay $2,500. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Okay, that was fancy. I don't know what happened. I guess I should have checked the day. Because now we have to rest in 4 hours and 1 minute. 4 hours exactly. I'm confused. I don't know what happened. I do know that we have 4 hours left to get there. Where am I at? Oh, well, at least I'm off the ship. I'm on the bridge. How about, let me do this. Let me pull up here. As a matter of fact, I'm sure we're supposed to go right, yes. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to get out of people's way, just in case. if there were workers here right now, they would be running out here yelling at me like, what in the hell are you doing? Listen, I'm just trying to get out of people's way. Leave me alone. Maybe I have to use the porta potty. I'll even be nice and actually park in a lane. Number 7. How's number 7? Even though I'm not straight. Well, I'm kind of straight. As straight as I'm gonna be. So let's also check out the map right quick, because this could be something else. So we have 19 hours and 32 minutes to complete this. Which means even if I sleep 10 of that, we still have 9 hours. So why don't we do that? Let's go up here. That's 15 minutes away. And sleep. And then we'll see how we're doing on time for them from there. Good Lord. Well, that was interesting. I avoided hitting that shack head on. I'm pretty proud of myself. I guess there's no need for you to be in 5 low. So this is literally uncharted territory for probably most of us. I don't know how many people have this map.
After 100 yards, turn right. Turn right.
But I wish it was daytime. But it will be here shortly. After we sleep. Freight dock. As much as I want to see the scenery, I guess I should be in here. I saw a fuel pump to the left. Yep. I apparently should have went left there. Okay, so now we're... Splitter tie. Holy crap. I just really need one of these icons to where I can sleep would be nice. And this one is up here on the left. So now I need to pop out and try and see this crap at night. That parking lot? Oh, is that a hotel? I think that's a hotel. Right? Because it's off to the right. Keep going, car. Now, I don't know if we can go around this or not. Can we spin around in here, though? I don't know. We should be able to. We have a van trailer. We can cut these pretty tight.
After 100
Ooh, don't hit their
yards,
flowers.
turn right.
They'll get pissed.
Turn right.
Good thing I don't have cab extenders, because I'd have just cracked those off. Okay, well, I need to get that prompt back, so can we somewhat make this look professional and back up next to these flowers and still get that prompt, but yet be out of all the other patrons' way? Oh, look at that. I love when a plane comes together. Nice and parallel with the
Turn right.
planters. We're out of everybody's way. We can clean out our truck and throw our trash in the dumpster back there. Look at us go. Ta-da! Look at that scenery. Okay, see the draw distance error? Like I move the camera down and the mountain disappears. So don't move the camera down, Ty. I think that says Mini Mart over there. Mini yeah, okay. M-I-N-I is what that's supposed to be. Fancy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we have 8 hours and 27 minutes remaining for this load, and it's not telling me 4 hours and 33 minutes to get there. So that is going to be our route for tomorrow. Pretty cool. I'm impressed so far, and we haven't even been out of Homer. We just took a ferry ride. That sounds so weird saying that. Shut up, Ty. How about we check the drivers, because we haven't done that. My wife reminded me at the last. She's like, you didn't check the drivers. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, episode 51 comes to an end. Alaska's pretty cool, isn't it? It's going to get better for the next couple episodes. I'm going to try to make it up to Prudhoe Bay. So stay tuned. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And what the hell are you waiting on if you haven't? 70% of you watching right now haven't subscribed yet. It's free. And don't forget to drop a like on your way out. Until the next one, y'all take care.